me just let people in first. Okay. All right. Okay, so don't talk just yet until I call your name. Okay. On page 97, we have grammar. Okay. All right. Now, I know all of you hate the changing of tones. Some of the things change tones so much that you don't know what they're changing to. And precisely now we're going to introduce the tone changes with yi. Okay. When we learn the numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, yi is first tone. Okay. Yi is first tone by itself. Okay. However, yi can change depending on the tone of the following syllable. Okay, because yi1 is used so often in speech, everyday speech, to produce it as a first tone is very difficult. It takes a lot of energy, even for native speakers. So therefore, yi changes tones depending on what comes after it. Okay, for example, yi, it changes to second tone when it is used before a fourth tone syllable. For example, how do you say one? How do you say one?
Yi.
No. You need to hear what Taiwanese people say. They would say 一个. Okay, 一个. They don't say 一个. Next time they speak, you listen. They say 一个. Okay, so it's like an upside down V. 一个. 一个. 一个面包, 一个苹果, 一个什么什么什么. Okay, 一个. So before a fourth tone, the first tone of one, yi, changes to second tone. This is a rule, okay? Next week, when we do one something, you will see the pattern. And then another one is when it changes to the fourth tone, if it's used before the first, second, or third tone. So basically, every other tones is pronounced as fourth tone. Okay, so when you're connecting it with other things, it basically changes to either second tone or fourth tone. So we just say initially it might be more convenient to learn yi as a second tone, like 一个. You hear this all the time. Okay, 一个面包, 一块, 一块, 一块面包, 一块什么什么的. Okay, one lump of something. So next week, on Thursday, on Monday, we'll go through a whole lot of them. You will start to see how they change. But what's important is for you to pay attention to hear what people say. They don't say 一个 because it's too hard to say. So they change it in order to make it easier to say. 一个. Okay, so this is the first point. The second point is the use of 给 and 帮 and 让. Okay, these three words, first of all, position. These three words are always before the verb, but these three words are always followed by a noun. Okay, so let's read the English. When 给 and 帮 are used to highlight the receiver of an action. Okay, the receiver. So 给 indicates a receiver is coming. Okay, and 帮 also indicates a receiver is coming. 我可以帮你忙吗? So 帮 after 帮 is 你, you're the receiver of the help. Okay, so when 给 and 帮 are used to highlight the receiver of an action. this is called 给我,帮我. These things are called the prepositional phrase. Prepositional. Okay. In English, prepositional is like at or on or something like that. Okay. So 给我 can be used before the main verb, as in 你能帮我买一本书吗? 买 is the main verb, and then 给我 is always before 买. Now, 能 is also a verb, but this is a volitional verb. This is a verb that indicates your willingness to do something. So it's unlike normal words. Okay, normal words. Okay, Rodrigo, he's gone again. All right. So B, 你能买一本书给我吗? Now, only for 给我, you can have the second option, which is at the end. 你能买一本书给我吗? 可以. Okay, only 给我 can be in both positions. With 帮, you can only have it before the verb. Okay, so in this case, 一本书. So this is only possible with the preposition 给. So 给我 can appear before the verb or at the end of the sentence before 吗. So only 给 can do this. Others cannot. Okay. So 给 also means to give, as in 我给他一本书. I give him a book. In this case, 给 is the main verb. Okay. With 帮 and 让, a receiver still follows both, but they can only appear before the main verb, as I said just now. 妈妈, 我能帮你做饭吗? Can I help you to cook? 我能帮你做饭吗, mother? Okay. Now, 老师让我们唱了一首歌 on page 98. Now, 让 has a sense of being allowed to do something, okay, to being forced to do something. For example, if you have children around you, you probably hear, 妈妈让我们去睡觉. Mother asked us to go to sleep. 让 always has the sense of being ordered to do something, being allowed to do something. It's usually a word that's used by higher status people towards lower status people. Okay? 老师 is higher in status than students, therefore they can use this word to say 让我们去吃饭. 让我们下课, because usually you can't just get off, stop the lesson yourself. The teacher has to allow you to do so. So 让 has a very strict meaning. It has this idea of being allowed to do so. Okay, so number 3, how to form here 这里 and 那里. Now, remember how to say where in Chinese, 哪里, third term, 哪里, 这里 and 那里you are formed in similar ways. Here and there are also formed from 这里. 这 is this, 里 is a place. 这里 is here, and that is 那, and 家, and then you add 里 is there. Okay, it means there, right? So there. So a lot of words are basically, so 里 is like a suffix. You add to 这, this, and 那, that, and also 哪, which, to make it here, there, and where.